Jake could now see the demon fully. Its body was a mass of steely sinew, its arms roped with muscle. 6 fingers sprouted from the end of its hands, each ending in lethal talons. The thing did not possess a nose. Instead, a large hole, bubbling with green mucus, occupied the middle of its face. Mr. Pinch's tongue flickered between his teeth and across his fat lips. He was hungry. The idea of the witch in Witchfinder is we go back to the 17th century notion of witches. What was familiar to people then was the idea to have a witch in cahoots with a demon. The idea was that a witch couldn't work her spells or his spells unless they summoned a demon from hell to aid that kind of black magic. A young boy is abducted from his bed by people who he believes to be strangers, and he's taken to a cave in a bay and he's sacrificed, and his blood is used to seal this mystic doorway. And 25 years later, the door needs to be sealed again, so another sacrifice is needed, unless our hero Jake can stop it. Our central character Jake, who's a 15-year-old schoolboy, and he's obsessed with horror stories. He's read every horror story going. When he's walking home from school one night and he encounters this bizarre skeletal stranger on the road called the Pale Man, and this man starts to ask him bizarre questions about his mother and father and the work they do. And later that very night, Jake's mother is murdered. Later on in the book, his father is abducted, and from that moment on, Jake's every move is stalked by witches and demons. And at night he dreams about this mysterious figure called the Witchfinder from the distant past. Through his investigations in Hobarron's Hollow, he discovers his mother and father's connections to witches and demons, and finds out about the demon tide, this apocalyptic disaster which will threaten the whole of humanity unless Jake can stop it. There was a debate whether we should take certain things out because it was a bit too scary, but in the end we just decided to be bold and to stick with it and to make the books as frightening as we possibly could. Yeah, there were moments as I was writing it where you could almost feel an echo of that childhood self in the back of your brain going, yes, this is exactly what I would have wanted to have read.